problems that we're facing in this country still.
Some African-American activists say the Senate vote is a first step, but not enough.
Will reserve reparations one way or another.
Congress has passed similar measures before, apologizing to Japanese Americans for internment during World War II, and last year apologizing to Native Americans for past instances of violence and neglect. Lawmakers are planning a formal celebration to commemorate the slavery apology resolution early next month. Kate Baldwin, CNN, Washington.
Well, that's going to do it for me. I'm Betty Wynn. CNN Newsroom, it's news like this.
CNN Newsroom, Iran's Ayatollah Khamenei, no compromise with election protesters. He warned, stay off the street. Mir Hussein Mousavi, Iran's losing presidential candidate, fights on another mass rally called for tomorrow. And Rose Pinto, a CNN Hero nominee for 2009, from Congo death camp to U.S. citizen, and lifeline for refugees. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Harrison. You are in the CNN Newsroom. It speaks and the crowd chants, death to Israel, death to America, death to Britain. Well, today's prayer gathering at Tehran University was Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's first public address since last Friday's disputed election. The Ayatollah passionately defended the vote, praising President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's win as a definitive victory and dismissing allegations of vote rigging.
The man has been upfront up to the people to decide, and that's what happened. People have picked who they wanted. My will was never told to the public. What I wanted was never publicized, and people did not have to listen to that. People had their own yardsticks, they had their own criteria, and they acted based on those.
He is the man behind the curtain in Iran, the Ayatollah, but there is a man behind the title, Ali Khamenei, 69 years old, a foot soldier in the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Iran's president during the 1980s. Here's CNN Title One.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. For 20 years, he's been Iran's supreme religious leader, the most powerful man in the country. According to the Constitution, Khamenei is the commander of the armed forces and the top judicial official in the country, with the power to dismiss Iran's elected president. Iran has only had one other supreme leader, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. When he died in 1989, the Iranian leadership quickly changed the constitution to pave the way for Khamenei to become his successor, said Stanford University's Abbas Milani.
In the initial constitution, we needed to be an Ayatollah, and Mr. Khamenei is in no way an Ayatollah. He's a low-level cleric.
Khamenei started out his career as a political dissident, frequently imprisoned by the Shah of Iran. In 1981, Khamenei narrowly survived an assassin's bomb hidden in a tape recorder. The attack left his right arm paralyzed to this day. Today, it's a taboo to defy Iran's supreme leader. But that's exactly what the protesters have been doing. It is the biggest challenge yet to the supreme leader's 20-year hold on power.
Okay, Ivan Watson joining me. Take a look here. Now, the opposition is calling for another big rally, as Ivan Watson mentioned, tomorrow in Tehran. Government officials have offered to talk with the country's three losing presidential candidates. They are demanding new elections. U.S. congressional leaders want to show support to the people of Iran. Just last hour, Senator John McCain introduced a resolution to that effect, and he criticized President Obama for not taking a stand.
Oh, he did.
It's unfortunate in a way that this resolution is required since the administration does not want to quote meddle and the president has refused to speak out in support of these brave Iranian citizens, most of them young, who are risking their very lives to protest what was clearly an unfair and corrupt election.
McCain's resolution mirrors one that's being debated right now by House members. It supports all Iranians to embrace the values of freedom, human rights, civil liberties, and the rule of law. A vote on the measure is expected today. You know, half a world away from Tehran, young Iranians and Iranian Americans gathered at a cafe near Los Angeles to watch the Ayatollah's speech today. Most of those watching are students at UCLA. They were quick to react.
It's been lies after lies. Nothing surprised me. He add more lies to what somebody has been saying. He just added more lies.
I was just hoping that you'd try to understand and hear people out and try to make some accommodation, but obviously you didn't. So he was strictly ground, he took his word, treated his people that have been around him, and it seems like they're not gonna back down. So
California has a large Iranian population. They've held several post-election protests. You know, a television station near Los Angeles, they focused on Iran. Our Carl Finstrom is plugged in there, joining us live from Canova Park. And Carl, if you would, plug us into how that television station is covering the story overall, in particular today.
Well, Tony, Channel 1 is owned and operated by an exile from Iran. It's actually part of a vast network of independent Persian media outlets here in Los Angeles that have been extremely busy during this past week. If you take a look at these monitors behind me, you can see some of the images that they are broadcasting out. Now, this station says that it airs all kinds of political views, all kinds of voices on its air, but the owner also is very clear in the fact that he is pro-regime change, pro-democracy, and that he uses his station here to promote, to encourage democracy in Iran. I want to show you some of the images that actually they're bringing in from Iran. Yeah, Tony, take a look at this. And I'm going to bring in Roxanne here, who has been helping us throughout the day. Actually, we're doing a little bit of moving around in this tiny space here. But let's take a look at these images. And you explain to us, what are we seeing here? To the average viewer at home, this may not represent much, but this was taken 1 week ago on the day of the elections. And what does this say to you?
This was in Bandana Burg, and it's a region in Iran. And the historical flag of Iran has the lion and the sun on it. And the movement that started since over a year ago is the We Exist movement by this television station. And since March 20th, there has been 117 of what we call the Shiro Khorshid, which is the lion and sun, are historical art, only flag that we know. And the Mahasi, which is We Exist slogan, has been raised all over different parts of Iran.
And you were sharing with me that it could be very risky for someone to actually fly this flag.
They could be executed. So, I mean,
I also want you to stand by for a second. I want to show you this, Tony.
Sure.
Very interesting. As I said, they're very interested and involved in promoting, encouraging democracy in Iran. That's part of this station's mission. Take a look at this. This is a pen that they actually have shipped out. It's a camera. And inside is a video camera. And inside, this allows them to transmit images back. They sent how many of these to Iran?
1,000 of these, and it's very easy. You click on it, it videotapes the sound with sound, and they just click it to the USB port, and they can transfer the images right away.
Wow.
So, Tony, they don't know how many of the images they're getting back actually came from these, but again, they did ship out 10,000 to Iran.
Okay, Carl Finstrom for Canova Park, that's outside Los Angeles. The Carl team, thank you. He promised not to criticize his successor, but former President Bush takes aim at the Obama administration and its policies. We'll tell you what his